Okay, it says you're live. Hi, my name's Doug Betts. This video is Windows 10 upgrade A to Z, and this is specifically the overview video. And today is Sunday, June 23rd, 11:36 a.m. So, Windows 10 upgrade. Well, I guess start with a little bit about me. I've been a professional, full-time, self-employed computer consultant since 1992. My work is with small businesses, small to medium businesses locally. I typically go to offices to fix whatever needs fixing, or I connect remotely or provide phone support. This series of videos is really my first venture into YouTube of any significance. I've done some videos on YouTube a long time ago. Technically, I currently have 21 subscribers from years ago. I don't think the notify option even existed then. So really right now I have 0 subscribers. If you were to click the subscribe button during this first video or whenever, if you find that you are the 22nd subscriber, then you're really the first. So what I'm doing with this Windows 10 upgrade is we have a deadline coming up, January 14th of 2020. Microsoft is no longer going to support Windows 7 in terms of security patches. So those computers are going to be more vulnerable than they are now, and they really need to get upgraded to Windows 10. There's still a lot of computers out there that have Windows 7 on them, or Windows 8.1 for that matter too. You could do the upgrade from Windows 8.1 to Windows 10 using these videos that I'm going to present, but I'm referring to Windows 7 because that's the one that's about to reach its end of life. As I looked around to see what was available on the internet and on YouTube for instructions of how to upgrade, I found some reasonable material, but I didn't find anything that actually takes you through every step. I think there's a lot of non-technical people out there that need to upgrade their computers. And the material that I've seen is probably just not going to get them there, or at least in the worst case scenario, if they have troubles, the material is not going to help them deal with those troubles. So this video series is going to take a more detailed approach. For some people, I think I'll actually be connecting to their computers remotely and guiding them through the process that way. I'd like to do some live videos with that. For the people who can watch these videos and then perform the upgrade themselves, here's basically what it's going to look like. I'm breaking it down into 4 phases: planning, preparation, performing, and post. So that's planning the Windows 10 upgrade, preparing for the Windows 10 upgrade, performing the Windows 10 upgrade, and post Windows 10 upgrade. For each of those phases, there's multiple things that need to be done. For each of those things that need to be done, there's variations on how they could be done. I'd like to present as full as possible and as much detail as possible all of those options to let you do it how it would be best for you. Now, when I'm upgrading my client computers here locally, I do not go through this detailed process as what I'm going to be presenting. Now that's because I know those computers really well, and I'm here locally to deal with any issues that might come up, and my recovery options are going to be easier. For the instructional materials that I'm going to be presenting, I need to provide you the ways to recover from troubles before those troubles are encountered, because you'll need to do some preparation to be able to do that recovery. It's preparation that I don't always have to do because I'm here locally with those computers and I can take care of them. So the planning process, I've developed a Microsoft Access flat file database. Never mind if you don't understand what that means, but you'll be seeing it in future videos where I'm going to document information that I need to keep track of, I need to be aware of for the computers that I'm going to be assisting viewers with their upgrade. Now, I don't do this on my local clients because it's just overkill. I don't need to go through that detailed process. But because the viewers on YouTube are going to be a wider variety, I'm not going to be familiar with their computers. I'm not going to be able to get my hands on their computers. We need to go through this extra process. And you as a viewer, if you're going to do the upgrade yourself, some of these steps can be skipped. And you still be able to recover if something goes wrong. But many of these steps you need to perform in order to be able to recover if something goes wrong. And as we go through this process, I'm going to be identifying which of the steps I would use for my local clients and which steps you need to use even if you're going to do the upgrade yourself, and which steps I'm going to do just for the computers that I'm assisting through remote connection during live streaming sessions. So that planning process is going to include gathering that information. It's going to include how are we going to perform backups. We're probably, in most cases, going to be doing an image backup. We'll probably also be doing a profile backup. We may be doing backups of data using something such as Microsoft OneDrive or some other form of cloud storage. Then we're also going to be deciding how are we going to perform the upgrade. Are we going to do an in-place upgrade? Are we going to create installation media? And if so, is it going to be on a memory stick or is it going to be on DVDs? Are we going to install a new hard drive or a second hard drive? When we're doing the installation, are we going to do an in-place upgrade or keeping the applications and data that's already on the computer? Or are we going to do a fresh install of Windows 10? And how do we go about choosing that? Why would you go about choosing one over the other? We'll be dealing with that in the planning phase. Then part of the plan will be what we want to do with various settings for Windows 10. We'll be wanting to define, are we going to use a Microsoft account for logging into the computer, or do we want to log in with a local account? We'll be defining that. Part of the planning will be to determine if a Microsoft account already exists for your email address. I've come across clients who told me that they did not have a Microsoft account, and then when I go to create one, I find out, yes, they indeed do have a Microsoft account. So the planning phase will include checking to see if there is already a Microsoft account utilizing your email address. So that part of the planning, we've got up to actually planning the performing of the upgrade, then the post-upgrade, planning for the post-upgrade. What do we need to accomplish? We might be making choices in regards to antivirus. We'll be doing Windows updates. We'll be checking device drivers to be sure that they're working. We'll be checking to be sure that printing works. We're going to be checking to see if there's any networking that's going on with that computer. Is it still functional? We'll be checking on the applications to see if they're all working properly. Can we print? And a variety of other things. I'm not going to try going through all of them now. Now I should back up a little bit. Something I missed mentioning during the planning, the preparation. We're going to check to see what networking is currently in effect. We're going to be checking on internet speed so that we'll have an idea of how quickly some of these processes will go. We're going to check on the health of the hard drive and the speed of the hard drive and a few other things along those lines to help with understanding how the process is going to go and to be able to accommodate any unusual issues there may be. So that is all in the planning phase. Now the preparation phase is going to involve doing things such as uninstalling any antivirus software, any anti-spyware software. It's going to involve uninstalling any other programs that we have reason to believe, reason to be assured that it's not going to work with the upgrade. We're going to check the status of device drivers to see if there's any problems that already exist, because once this whole process is complete and we check device drivers, if we find a problem then, well, we need to know, did that problem already exist or did it occur because of the upgrade? We're going to check to see what the computer name is, how the computer logs in. The preparation steps is going to go all the way up to the point of actually creating the Windows 10 installation media. Then once we're done with the preparation, we move on to the next phase, which is performing the upgrade. And that's going to be to actually begin the upgrade process. Now, a lot of that is going to have some computer processing time where it's just going to take a long amount of time. I haven't quite decided yet. When I get to that video in my first demonstration of a Windows 10 upgrade, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the live stream going during that time. If there are viewers at that time that are watching and I can interact with question and answers, then I'll be able to do that with that waiting time. It's possible I might let the live stream just run during that time and walk away from the desk and come back when that is done. And the reason for leaving the live stream running would be to really let you see and experience how long that can be. And when you're watching the video, you'll just fast forward to that. Just drag the play head forward until you see me return to the desk. So the performing of the upgrade will get all the way up to the point of where the desktop image appears. Then the last phase would be post upgrade, and that's going to be where we do the Windows 10 upgrades, updates, not upgrades, but updates. Because even when we do a fresh installation media, there's still more updates after that, unless we happen to be creating the installation media right after Microsoft has updated that installation media. But even then, there's probably still going to be updates because there's some time lag of when they actually post that upgrade media, installation media. So anyway, in the post-upgrade phase, we'll be doing the updates. We'll be checking to see what things are working and what things aren't working, if that's the case. We'll be evaluating whether we've had a successful upgrade. We have 10 days to determine that this upgrade was successful in order to, before we're unable to undo that upgrade. Used to be 30 days, now it's 10 days, where we can uninstall the upgrade essentially and revert back to Windows 7. Now, if we get past that 10 days and we find some other reason why we need to go back to Windows 7, well, we still have our image backup that we can always go back to that. There's some other things in the post-upgrade to do. I'll leave that for now. This video was intended to be an overview and we fairly well have accomplished that. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm planning to do these through live streaming so that viewers can be engaged in the chat window. Now, I'll probably be taking breaks, or while the computer is processing away on parts of the upgrade, I'll be able to interact with the chat. During times when I'm teaching, I'm just going to be pretty focused on the teaching or going through the steps and not watching the chat closely. In order to accomplish this, to get to this point of where we can do live streaming of actual upgrades and connecting remotely to viewers' computers, my channel's got to get active. Right now it's not active because this is really the first videos series of consequence that I've engaged in for a long time. So currently I don't have any subscribers. I need you to subscribe, hit the notify button, do the like, put some comments in the comment section. Let me know where you're at, whether you're wanting to do an upgrade, whether you're just interested in the material and learning some more technical stuff, maybe what kind of computer you have. Put some comments in there. I'm going to try to get to them and reply to them, but even if I don't, by the fact of you putting comments in there, it helps get these videos more attention, and the YouTube search algorithm will start displaying my video to people so that we can get some subscribers. Now, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can apply to have them, for monetization, it's called, but the thing that I'm really interested there is to get the membership area available to me. Because for connecting remotely to viewers' computers, I'd like to do it in the membership area because that's going to screen out some of the troublemakers on YouTube that just like to cause trouble on live streams and put in really senseless comments and such. Because in the membership area, you as a viewer have to pay $5 a month in order to access that. And I think the bad actors on YouTube that like to just harass content providers probably aren't going to pay $5 in order for the privilege to do that on any individual channel. So I think it's going to give us a better quality of interaction in the chat and with creating the videos. Now, once those live stream videos of performing the upgrade are completed, then I will post them in a public availability. So if you're not intending to be part of the live stream, you'll still be able to see those videos because they will become public at some point after they're complete. So I think that's probably a pretty good overview at this point. I'm sure I left out some information. I contemplated whether I was going to work off of notes or create a script, and I experimented with that, and it's just too complex. So here it is, live streaming, and if I miss stuff, I'll catch up with it later. And I think that's probably good for now. I hope to become acquainted with you in the live streams, and have a good day. Bye.